Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new, Scorpio. So, I wanted you to know though that these videos are timeless, meaning that there's no timeline. It's all about the timing. They're about you hearing the right message at the right time. So whenever you're drawn to view these videos, that's when you're supposed to. That's your timeline. That is when you'll get the answer to your questions, okay? So the way I've laid them out now, across the top row, I have two cards. One will be a court card, which is going to let us know who's here. And the second card is what I'm calling a descriptive card because it will give further description of the guides that are here and help you to decide if which one of your guides is here. Second row, this is your answer card. This is your situation. This is what's going to explain the situation you're in, and that'll help you to know which, if you're here with your situation. Then below that, we have a card here that is what you're unaware of. This one is your loved one's advice from the other side. And this is my favorite. I call this one To You with Love from your loved ones on the other side because the deck itself is called Talking to Heaven. So this deck is Dream Tarot, Angels Oracle, vice versa. This is Energy Oracle, Messenger Oracle, and like I said, Talking to Heaven. Now, as we go through the reading, these upper cards in this top row do not attach to these ones below, okay? This is just to figure out who's here. So if your guide sits here, this isn't necessarily your information, your messages and your answers, okay? Base your messages and your answers on the situations. Find what situation resonates with you, and then you will be lined up with your messages and your answers. Now, the other thing is, in the readings, I've been guided that some of these down here actually are messages for more than one of you in these situations up here. So if something outside of your line of cards resonates with you, that's what my mom used to say, or that's what my dad used to say when they were here, or, whoever, then that's a message for you. Okay, so these are kind of, free to be for anyone, but definitely in your role. Okay, the only difference being the other ones is it would be extra messages for you. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now sometimes they'll give me a very specific guide that's here, or one of your loved ones on the other side. Sometimes they give me a mental picture of who it is, so I'll be able to describe that person to you. But if they don't give me a mental picture, what they sometimes will do will just describe that person's personality, their energy, the way they lived life when they were here. The cards themselves will give us age factor. Now, the age of the guide at the time I'm doing the reading and the age that's coming through, I'm not sure if that's the age they passed away or if it's because when they pass over, they regress by about 35 to 45 years. So if we're looking at someone that's 20 years old here in the reading, it could be because I'm seeing it, right? I'm seeing them and seeing how old I think they might be from the picture I'm getting. So if it's, say, a 20-year-old or approximately 20-year-old, it could be that they were 55 to 65 when they passed away, but they regressed, and they regressed to about a 20-year-old, okay? It could also be the age they passed away at. I'm not sure. I guess you're going to have to figure that out based on my description, okay? So the first group of guides, or loved ones, is the Page of Cups. Pages are anywhere from 0 up to about 20, 25-ish. So, it goes on maturity too. So if you've got a 30-year-old that we're talking about here, that I'm describing someone to you too, a T, but they're 30, so why are they in the page category? Maybe they were a little bit immature and fit down here. So the descriptive card with this group is, now in this deck, it's called Faith. I'm going to look into that and see what it is because I'm not too sure. Oh, just in one book, I'm sorry. New cards, and I'm not used to some of them yet. So let's see. Okay, Faith. um, Give me a second because that didn't really help me out. Um, Hopefully this will. Okay, it is the Hierophant. Faith, duh. Faith represents the Hierophant card in the regular decks. Okay, it's just called something different here, but it definitely looks like a Hierophant. Okay, so Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, if your person was one of those. Now again, pages go to 20-ish. 25 is kind of top in that. Let me see if there's anyone specific that they're going to bring to me. I'm not seeing anyone in particular. They're not giving me a mental picture of a person. However, the description that I'm getting is someone that was very trusting. Trusting of people, basically everything in life. They were just very, and I'm hearing overly trusting. So whoever this specific person is, I feel like they got themselves into a lot of, I'm not going to say trouble, but situations, unwanted situations because of their trust. They would come across situations and or people that weren't trustworthy, but they were just so free-spirited, alive, enjoyed life to the max. This is someone that is probably at the higher end of the age group of the Page of Cups. So this is someone that feels to me like they were around the 20-ish mark, okay? And like I said, they were someone that didn't get into a lot of trouble other than because of being too trusting of people. But they were happy-go-lucky. They loved to be around groups of people, and people loved them. But the wrong kind of people got to know them and got to know how trusting they are, and they got taken advantage of quite a bit. So for the rest of you, it's going to be someone up to the age of 20-ish, and Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Now our next group of loved ones is in the Knight of Coins category, or Knight of Pentacles, that being Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Knights are anywhere from about the 20-ish mark up to 30-ish, maybe 35. again, it depends on the maturity, okay? And it should be more like about 25 to 35, but it can go back to the 20 mark. Um, the descriptive card that came with that one is the Seven of Swords. Again, I'm not getting any mental pictures of someone, but, and I don't have a definite descriptive either, but for some of you, these loved ones, okay, there's a couple of different types or groups of people here. One of them is some of these loved ones were a little on, I don't want to say sneaky, though this is the sneaky card. It's not, they because they didn't know how to deal with certain situations, they, a nice way of putting it is they would adjust the situation to better it for themselves. They weren't sneaky though. I'm not I'm not sensing or seeing anyone sneaky. It was, and they weren't conniving, it wasn't any of those things. It actually is, it feels like it was kind of cute. It was endearing how they would, tweak things. So I'm hearing tweaking, adjusting. It's kind of cute actually. For others of you, these loved ones were always doing what was right. They were all about being honest. Um, they're very grounded because, of course, they're pentacles, so they would be grounded. But um, I'm seeing not a mental picture of someone, but I'm getting an energy off of someone out there that has crossed over. Um, they really toiled at times because they were super big on honesty and things being done the right way. And it seemed like they were always finding themselves in situations where someone else wasn't on the up and up, and they would figure it out and see it, and it would affect them. So it, it just, I'm feeling frustrated, exhausted, done with the BS is what I'm hearing. So whoever this is, they felt like I can hear them saying, is it my job to make everybody on this planet right? Do things the right way? And they just they were so against dishonesty and sneakiness and people using, abusing, and taking the wrong stance in life, that, and it seemed like those people always landed in this guide's lap, and it was up to them to fix things, to set it right, and they just got so sick of that. But they were good at it. They were really good at setting things straight. Now, in this other grouping of loved ones, we have the Knight of Swords, another knight. So, same age group, up to, 20-ish to 30-ish, 35-ish. Swords is air. So it's Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Card that came with that descriptive card is the Fool. Fool is all about the unexpected, the unknown, taking a leap of faith, brand new beginnings. not getting anything specific as far as looks go or a person goes. I am hearing that whoever this specific, this is a specific person they're giving me information on. Now, it could relate to a few different guides on the other side, okay? But I'm hearing the word brave. So whoever this was, they were very brave in their life. Um, that kind of goes with the Fool card, because the Fool card is all about not knowing where you're headed, why you're headed there. You're just moving forward. So whoever they're talking about here, that person was extremely brave. They took a lot of risk. Um, some of it was calculated, some of it was just kind of fly by the seat of your pants, but they were very, they had a lot of faith. They had a lot of faith in the universe and their guides. You know, they trusted that way. They were very, very brave. Like these people would, you know, you could put a blindfold on this person or these people, and they would have no problem stepping forward, trusting that the universe would, you know, make sure they didn't walk off a cliff or whatever. They were known for their bravery, this person. But for the rest of you, these are going to be people that some of them were very thoughtful. Some of them were stuck in their heads. They were mentally conflicted in life. Um, some of them had a lot of fear of moving forward into newness. They just, I'm hearing that they needed to know every detail. So whoever these people are, they wouldn't get on a plane without knowing every last detail. What time exactly it takes off? What's the flight number? What's my seat number? What row am I in? What time are we landing? Are they feeding us on the flight? What are they feeding us on? Like every detail. They were just in their head about everything. And some of these people had a lot of fear within their own lives for some reason. They were afraid to make any move, but especially if it was something that, you know, they had to take a leap of faith in. These people would turn that down. Whatever came their way that meant they had to take a leap of faith and just trust in the universe, no. These people, they would turn down, and there were many opportunities that they missed out on. Good opportunities, because they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't move forward that way. So the final grouping of loved ones on the other side is the Queen of Cups. Now, queens go from anywhere around 35-ish to 40 and up, okay? So they could be elderly. They could be someone that passed away of natural causes in their 80s, 90s, 70s, whatever. This is a pretty large group. The descriptive card that came with this one is the Eight of Swords. Now, cups, again, just like the page, this is going to be Scorpio, Cancer, or, you know, it's your own court cards here. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, all right? Okay, so this is a woman that they're showing me a picture of her. She's not doing well. And I mean that in a way of mentally, emotionally, physically. This is someone who, you know how they'll, sometimes you'll hear they got involved with the wrong people, the wrong situation. They were good people, but, you know, they ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's who they're showing me. She has Okay, age-wise, I think she doesn't look her age. I think she looks a little bit on the haggard side. I'm gonna say she's, hmm, I would say 40-ish, 40 to 45 tops. That's how she looks. But in actuality, my feeling off of the energy of this woman is that she's closer to 30. She's probably 30 to 35. But because of the drugs, the lifestyle, um, the lack of clarity, the emotional issues, she's really aging fast. She's skin and bones, so I'm feeling and sensing anorexia or bulimia. She's got some kind of an eating disorder, maybe what took her life, I'm not sure. Um, Her hair is a little, it's raggedy. It's very thin and very fine. It's um, no more than shoulder length. It's kind of a, I want to say a ginger, but it's not a ginger. It's not that bright. It's more of geez, I don't know how to describe it. It's, hmm, it's not really an orange. It's kind of a blondish, the color of strawberry blonde, people that have strawberry blonde hair. Hers is like a strawberry blonde, but it's a little bit darker than that. Just trying to see if I can see anything here that might have that color. Yeah, I'm not, because it's a little bit lighter than this. It's more red than that. Anyways, you get my drift. If you know this, if this is your guide, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. She was on her own. She wasn't married. She may have been married at some point in her life. I feel like no. She did not ever have a married relationship. She may have had partners, but I'm also feeling because of her life, because of her um, mental and emotional lack of well-being, these partners probably weren't good for her. They probably didn't last very long. There was probably several. She did a lot of drugs. And I don't mean, weed or the light stuff. She worked her way up into the big stuff. She just feels and looks so lost. This card is perfect for her because I'm sure that's how she felt when she was in physical, trapped in fear. She had no place to go, no one to go to. She felt completely alone. Now, for the rest of you, um, keep in mind this is a general reading, okay? So, other than the specifics that I get, it can go either way. These can be male or female, okay? This can be King of Cups. The person that I just described to you, no, that's definitely a female. They showed me this woman. She was tiny too, by the way. They want me to bring that across. Like, she was really small. She wasn't young small, excuse me, but she was a little person. She was maybe 5 foot, 5'2", and small in structure. She was very small boned. But for the rest of you, this can be a king or a queen of cups, and they would follow suit, likely along the lines of the cups. Be very kind, giving, considerate, loving, caring, nurturing, very romantic. They're very romantic signs, as well as they wear their hearts on their sleeve. If they're emotionally healthy, they will wear their heart on their sleeve. You will never question where you stand with a cup, with a water sign, okay? Wow, okay, so now we get into the situations. And this is where you decide where you fit in. And you might not fit in any of these. And if you don't, it's a general reading, and it's a very specific general reading in the content of it. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon and rising signs, because that may be where your information is, where your messages and your answers are this month. Okay, so the first situation, I believe this is the Sun card. Now the vice versa, I do read this out of the book, mainly because it's a dual, double-sided card, okay? You have this side. And each side has its own particular meaning. And it's not always what the meaning is in the regular deck. So I want you to get the very best answers and guidance, and I want you to know if it is you for sure or not. So I'm going to take it right to the book. Okay. The Sun. Come on, where are you? Okay, when the Sun card appears, oh wait, yeah, I'm on the right side. When the Sun card appears, it bodes well for any situation being considered. It doesn't matter if you have doubts or fears, success is still assured. The universe is working in your favor. If you've been waiting for the right timing for a new enterprise, that time has come. Let your joys loose in the world, let your light shine, all will be well. So you know who you are, because you're in a situation right now that you likely have created yourself. It could be any aspect. It could be finance, love, career, job, anything. But whatever it is, you already know that there's something. I feel you have an intuitive knowing. Like you just feel like this is good. This is good. This could be big. This could be really big. And they're telling you, yes, it is. It's going to be big. So take your situation and move forward with it. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Now, your answer is going to be right here. But this is whatever it is, your situation, it's definitely what you think it is. It's good. And if you don't feel it's good or you're unsure, know that it is good. Now, the next situation we have is the Nine of Cups, but it's one side at the other. So let's find out what side that one is. Nine of Cups. Okay, that side. When you get this side in a reading, it's known as the wishing card. Yay, it's the good side. It's a sign that you will get what you wish for. And yes, you need to be careful. More importantly, don't squander your wish. What will bring the greatest, deepest happiness to you over the long run? Not just fleeting pleasure, but joy after joy your whole life long. Okay, so whatever you're wishing for, what they're saying is be careful what you wish for, okay? But there is something coming true. Those of you out there that have been working on something, manifesting something, moving toward a goal that would be a dream come true for you, it's on its way in. And for some of you, they're saying be careful what you wish for because it's coming in too. Okay, so make sure that it's not in a, as they say, a fleeting moment that you're making a wish. Make sure that because your wishes are about to all come true, make sure the wishes that you're wishing are things that are going to carry you through the rest of your life, okay? Now in this situation, wow, look at the cups. We have the One of Cups, the Ace of Cups. This is amazing. Now here's the other side. So I'm pretty sure we have the good side, okay? Which is awesome. Ace of Cups is amazing. Now, we all know what the Ace of Cups is. It's all about brand new love relationships, but I'm still going to read the book because, like I said, some of these cards have completely different meanings. And there's also extra messages in here for you sometimes. Okay, so the Ace of Chalices, or the Ace of Cups, represents the gift of love. Cups are the suit of emotions, visions, and dreams. The beautiful fountain and its goddess are a sign that the blessings of happiness are at hand. Nothing more is required from you other than to be ready to receive them with thanks. So what I'm hearing right now in my head is don't push for this. Let it happen on its own. It is coming in. It is going to happen. But there's nothing more required from you. You've done the work. You know, it almost sounds like these three situations, these first three, are for the same people. Because the situation is kind of the same. Oh my God, look at here, we have cups.